Hello.
Hi, beautiful people.
Hi. My name is Bob Schwinkler.
I'm Natalie Bartenia.
And we are the creators of Sex the Podcast. And we drove from our house because I wanted to find a beautiful spot to film this video.
Just for you.
With cups of wine in hand. It was only about 5 blocks. To film this for you. Wanted to say hi and just tell you a little bit about ourselves. Talk about why we're creating this project. And just talk about the bigger picture of what we're up to in the world. So why don't you start with a few things that people might not know about you?
You wouldn't know that I have a really big laugh, like the kind that has had me shushed in movie theaters and dirty looks in restaurants. But I'm proud of it. Did you know that? Also love cats and peanut butter. I think I would not be okay if those two things didn't exist in the world. And also, I'm as sporty as I am feminine. Like, I like golf and basketball and tennis and things like that. And I wear skirts all the time.
I love your sportiness.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he loves my sportiness. Your turn.
And let's see. What I would want you to know about me is that I am a coach, a creator, and a connector. And I love supporting, especially men. I've found a really strong calling around supporting men, and just there's so much shame and like closedness, emotional closedness that men take on in our culture, and I love supporting men around that. And I love supporting men around sex and helping them really own their sexual stamina and their sexual desires. And I love working with Natalie on creating Sex the Podcast. It's been super fun. The idea for the project came one night after we had had sex, and we were what were we talking about specifically?
So I was mentioning a desire I have for people around sex, because I am a sex, dating, and relationship coach, and I just see so many people out in the world that do not have amazing sex lives and or do not feel that kind of passion and connection and intimacy and vulnerability with their partner. So I was telling Bob, you know, I just, from our being together and the kind of sex that we have, I want that for people. I want that kind of intimacy and passion and fun and healing and connection in their sex lives. And so Bob then
I say, we should start a podcast. We should call it Sex
the Podcast.
The Podcast. And that was just about 4 months ago, and here it is, becoming manifest into the world. And it's been, we've just had tremendous amount of fun creating this project, and I feel like that is just like that richness and the amount of joy that creating this project has brought us, I feel like is just a micro kind of expression of how we want our relationship to look in general in every area of it, and how we want everybody else's relationships to look, and certainly how we want people's sex lives to look like. Because there can be so much stigma and so much shame and so much closedness and so much just, I'm scared to talk about this, or I'm scared to even want this, or, you know, this certain thing that when I get really honest with myself, I really want it, I really crave it. And there's so much seriousness around the conversation, and we believe that the conversation and that the process and that the doing it itself should just be super fun, really easy, really like filled with creativity, filled with openness, and something that really brings people closer together and that really connects them in a very deep and powerful way.
And that was our intention with Sex the Podcast, still is. It's taking a life of its own, just like relationships do. You know, you go into it, you think one thing, you want one thing, you expect one thing, and then you're surprised by what is possible.
Just what begins to flow as you open up.
Right.
Yeah.
And honestly, that's to me what I want for everybody listening to the podcast, everyone following along. We plan to write written content as well, which has been super fun, picking topics and sharing our personal stories individually and in our relationship, giving both perspectives about things, and really wanting to lift that taboo and having it be a conversation that's as normal as where did you go for dinner last night?
Yeah. So we're really happy to have you here. It's super good to have you along, and I really mean that. Simply the fact that you're here listening to this video means something about you. The fact that you've made it this far, 5 minutes or whatever into this video, means something about you. It means that you want something more. It means that you see something more as possible, and you're beginning to open up to that. Or you may have already opened up to that in many, many ways, but there's still, there's still more. There's still more depth, there's still more connection, more fun, more pleasure. And yeah, we're just extremely excited to be able to be a part of you, be on that journey with you. Yeah.
So if you want it, we'll give it to you. You'll like it.
Yeah.
We promise.
And in closing, I would like to just show you the beautiful sunset.
Yeah, do it.
Over the mountain here, that behind Los Angeles. So, thanks for being here with us. We will talk to you on the blog section or on the podcasts. You can contact us with any questions or comments that you have, and we look forward to what comes next.
And make sure to subscribe on the website on sexthepodcast.com so that you know about when episodes air and blog posts are published. Also, we have a Facebook page you can like, and make sure to subscribe on iTunes as well. We love you.
We love you.
Bye.
Good night, or afternoon, or morning.
This is Bob doing his vocal exercises before our About video.
Do it with me.
No. My voice is just... We can't use that now. There's too much exercises. Hi guys. Should we start over?
We'll just edit it.
Okay.